we're here today because we all are on the same team. So many times during the race, people came up to me and they said, wow, there's not a lot of daylight between you guys on the issues, right? And that was really cool to hear. The primaries serve a very important purpose, right? In the democratic process, they sharpen us as candidates. And throughout the process, I watched each of us grow, right? And you can see, we went to dozens of meetings together, right? To the point where I could probably give these guys as stump speeches at some point. I know who you're not related to. And guess Connor, I knew where you grew up. But tighter messages, crisper deliveries, overall more effective campaigning, so that we can bring our A game to the general election. So for helping me be a better candidate, I have my opponents to thank. Actually, I want to acknowledge them individually at the beginning on. The passion and intensity of wanting to change the world for the better was evident in every one of them. So, is Andre here? Bill? Andre Turney was the youngest ever speechwriter for President Bill Clinton. He served our country honorably in the military and as Assistant Attorney General, and he founded a company to combat climate change. Marlene Woods, I spoke to her earlier, who could not be here with us today. She's with her family. She was a broadcast journalist who held the powerful account and earned the endorsement of Chris Gaines at Janet Colontano for her unflagging support of women's reproductive rights. Honor Callahan has 3 Ivy League degrees. That is 3 more than I do. And has an incredibly successful career on Wall Street, no easy place to be as a former New Yorker myself. He highlighted the economy as one of his top issues because it affects the daily lives of our voters. I don't want you guys to forget that as we go out into the general and start talking to folks who are honestly quite more independent, okay? He brought that to the fore. I think that's really important to know. Dr. Andrew Hart is a small business owner and an orthodontist who brought the issue of gun violence prevention to the forefront during the race with his own personal story, because he, like many others, are worried of the safety of firearms, specifically with regard to children. And that is. And finally, Kurt Kromer has spent an entire lifetime serving humanity. This guy, he was on Capitol Hill. He was the CEO of several nonprofits, right? Including doing disaster relief efforts. And he was in foreign countries negotiating with warlords. Yes, folks, with warlords. I mean, wow. Goodness, what an impressive field of people. And please, if you could, let's stand and give everybody a huge round of applause for the sacrifice to run from office. Thank you. Thank you. All of them were incredibly gracious and reached out to offer congratulations, their support. I will need all of their efforts. I want this to be not just about me, but all of us together winning this race. This should be your race too. I may not have been, as Con said, I may not have been your top choice in this primary. Maybe I was dead last in that ranking for you. But I want to earn not just your vote in this general election, but I hope your enthusiastic supporter. There were some nasty rumors about me, the worst of which was that they claimed that I loved knocking on doors. I know, shocking. But I hope you will also join me in an activity that I really love. My Olympic joke was, I guess they had a men's 100-meter door knock relay. I think I keep saying that for a little bit. But it's about making human connections with people authentically, one at a time, which I see as the building block of politics itself. It's what we're doing here, you know. And so let's give the voters of CD1 in 2024 something to vote for, not just something to vote. Think Kents.